Jeopardy!
Now we're going to play the Xbox 360 version of Jeopardy.
Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Belgium, Belarus, or Belize?
Good question.
Brit speak. Novel's first lines. The 20th century. Sports Joes. And math.
Belgium,
Where do we begin?
Belarus, or Belize for 200.
Largest in area.
What is Belarus?
Okay, player 1. Correct.
Belgium, Belarus, or Belize for 400.
Player 1. The farthest south.
What is Belize?
Yes, player 1. Good.
Belgium, Belarus, or Belize for 600.
You again. The most populous.
What is Belgium?
Player 1. Good.
Belgium, Belarus, or Belize for 800.
Select it's landlocked.
What is Belarus?
Okay, player 1. Good.
Belgium, Belarus, or Belize for 2,000.
Player 1.
For 1,000,
It's
I mean.
part of the British Commonwealth of Nations.
What is Belize?
Player 1. That's it.
Alright. Brit speak, 200.
Player 1. Fancy a cuppa, love? Cuppa is a cup of this.
What is tea?
Player 1. You got it.
Brit speak for 400.
You get to pick. This brand name has become a noun and a verb for vacuum. Yes, player 1.
What is Dustbuster? Oh well.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Hoover.
Oh, Hoover, okay. Brit speak 600.
Player 1. While Americans put gas in their cars, the British put in this 6-letter equivalent.
What is petrol?
It's player 1. That's correct.
Brit speak for 800.
Please. This term for an electrical outlet sounds like a presentations program from Microsoft.
What is PowerPoint?
Okay, player 1. Right.
Brit speak for 1,000.
Please. As they have a tendency to burst open in the frying pan, sausages are popularly called these.
What are bangers?
Okay, player 1. That's it. You again, player 1.
Math for 200.
66 plus 32.
What is 98?
Player 1. Good.
Math for 400.
You again. 73 minus 14.
What is 59?
Okay, player 1. You got it.
Math for 600.
Player 148 divided by 4.
What is
Okay, player 1.
37? Math for 800.
Select 17 times 6.
What is 102?
It's player 1.
Math for 1,000.
Player 1. 23 plus 8 minus 16.
What is 15?
It's player 1. You got it.
Novels first lines 200.
Player 1. Back Orwell. Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm had locked the hen houses for the night.
What is Animal Farm?
Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct.
Novels first lines for 400.
Player 1. Fitzgerald. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind.
What is The Great Gatsby?
It's player 1. Yep.
Novels first lines for 600, please.
You get Tolstoy. Well, Prince, so Genoa and Lucca are now just family estates of the Bonapartes.
What is War and Peace?
It's player 1.
Novels for Slines for 800.
Player Golding. The boy with fair hair lowered himself down and began to pick his way toward the lagoon. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Lord of the Flies? Novels for Slines for 1,000.
Player 1. Charlotte Bronte. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day.
What
Let's hear it,
is Wuthering Heights?
Sorry.
No. Oh well.
Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Jane Eyre.
Oh, Jane Eyre. Okay. Sports Joe's 200.
Player 1. In a nice 2-year run, he married Marilyn in 1954 and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 55.
Who is Joe DiMaggio?
It's player 1. That's it.
Sports Joe's for 400.
Player 1. Richard Nixon's enemies list included Jane Fonda and this New York Jets quarterback.
Who is Joe Namath?
Player 1.
Sports Joe's for 6.
Player 1.
Daily Double.
Yes, the Daily Double. And you're in the lead now. And the Daily Double clue. In 1973, George Foreman grilled this smoking guy, knocking him down 6 times in 2 rounds.
Who is Joe Frazier?
That puts you even further ahead.
Sports Joe's for 800.
Player 1. In 1908, troubled by blisters, this outfielder played in his stocking feet.
Who is Shoeless Joe Jackson?
Yes, player 1. Yes.
Sports Joe's for 1,000.
Player 1. After coaching the Redskins to 3 Super Bowl championships, he retired to focus on his NASCAR team. Okay, player 1.
Who is Joe Gibbs?
That is correct.
200.
You again. In the 1920s, this fascist leader of Italy set up a puppet regime in Albania and reconquered Libya.
Who is Benito Mussolini?
Okay, player 1.
400.
Player Elizabeth II succeeded her father, this man, who died unexpectedly at age 56. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is George the 6th?
Yes.
600.
We return on February 8, 1904. Japanese ships attacked this country's fleet at Lushun, Manchuria, beginning a war. It's player 1.
What is China?
No.
Foop.
Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Russia.
Oh, okay. 800.
You get to... On February 15th, 1965, Canada's new flag, which featured an 11-pointed one of these, flew for the first time.
What is a maple leaf?
Player 1? Right.
Now the last clue.
And now the $1,000 clue. On Valentine's Day, 1989, the Ayatollah Khomeini showed no love for this author's satanic verses, giving him a death sentence. It's player 1.
Who is Khalid Hosseini?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Oh well.
Anyone else?
But I have a big lead with over $21,000 at the moment, so I'm doing A-okay.
Here's the correct response. Salman Rushdie.
Oh, Salman Rushdie. Oh well.
Player 2 is in 3rd place, which means, of course, player 2 will select first in Double Jeopardy. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Women's firsts. 1960s TV. Animals. Classic kids lit. Adjectives. and martial arts. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2, you make the next selection as this story begins. All children except one grow up.
What is Peter Pan?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yep.
We'll go with Classic Kids Lit for 800, please.
Okay, in a novel by Francis Hodgson Burnett, 7-year-old Cedric Errol inherits a title and is known as Little Lord This.
What is Fauntleroy?
Okay, player 1. That's correct.
1200. Daily Double.
Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. And you have here is your daily double clue. This classic is the first book in Madeleine L'Engle's Time Quartet.
What is A Wrinkle in Time?
That puts you even further ahead.
1600.
You again completes the title of a classic about an African-American family. Roll of Thunder.
What is Hear My Cry?
Let's hear it, player 1. Correct.
2000.
You get The Black Pearl and Island of the Blue Dolphins are 2 classics by him. It's player 1.
Who is Scott Odell?
Right.
Adjectives for 200 for
We
400.
return to you. This adjective precedes grace in the name of a hymn.
What is amazing?
Okay, player 1.
Adjectives for 800, please.
You again, from the Latin for falling down, it's used to describe a tree that sheds its leaves annually.
What
It's
is
player 1.
deciduous?
You got it.
Adjectives for 1200.
Player 1. From the Latin for flowing, it means able to speak or write smoothly as a foreign language.
What is fluent?
Yes, player 1. You correct.
1600 for adjectives.
You get this adjective that means weirdly frightening. Comes from the Old English for cowardly. Yes, player 1.
What is spooky?
No.
Darn it.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player 3.
Eerie?
Right you are. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as this 10-letter adjective, meaning extraordinarily great in size, comes from the Latin for to shake. Player 1.
What is tremendous?
Right.
Animals 400.
Player 1. The laughing type of this dog-like carnivore is a predator of big game, but also scavenges for food.
What is a hyena?
Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct.
Animals 800.
Player 1. The Sniders is among the smallest types of this eel, known for sharp teeth and attacks on divers.
What is an electric eel?
Let's hear it, player 1.
Or a moray? How about a moray?
That's correct.
Alright, 1200.
Player 1. The caracal is a wild type of this household pet that roams over Africa and the Middle East.
What's a dog?
Let's hear it, player 1. No, sorry.
Darn.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2.
Guinea pig.
Oh.
It's a cat.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 3. That's correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control. What else is new? But that the new is also called this, from Dutch words.
What is an antelope?
Player 1.
Or better yet, make that a wildebeest.
That's correct.
2000.
Player 1. Answer. The second daily double. You are currently in the lead. Player 1, please select your wager. Answer. Its German name is Nilpferd, Nile horse.
What is a hippopotamus?
You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1, choose again.
Martial arts for 400.
In the West, The ninja combat weapons known as shuriken are called throwing these.
What are knives?
Yes, player one? No, that's not right.
Oh,
Any other takers?
spears?
Here's the correct response. Stars.
Oh, throwing stars, okay.
Please. In karate, a hiji is a strike with this body part. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean?
What is an elbow?
It's player one.
Martial arts for 1200.
Please. The folding Filipino fighting knife called a balisong is also known by this insect name. Yes, player one?
What is a butterfly knife?
Hey, you're right.
1600.
We read Krav Maga is the official self-defense system of this Mideast country's defense forces.
I'll say what is Israel.
Okay, player one. Right.
2000.
Player one. A bokken and a shinai are two types of swords used in this Japanese martial art, whose name means way of the sword.
What is samurai?
Okay, player one.
No? Okay, jujitsu. No.
That's incorrect. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player two.
Aikido?
No. Any other takers? Okay, player three. Correct. Player three, where do we start? First aired on September 30th, 1963, Opie the Birdman has become a classic episode of this sitcom.
What is the Andy Griffith Show?
Let's hear it, player one. Good.
I'll take 1960s TV for 8.
The never-used lyrics of its theme song were written by Gene Roddenberry.
What is Star Trek?
It's player one. Yes.
I'll go with 1960 TV for 1200.
You get, on The Addams Family, Ted Cassidy played not only Lurch, but this disembodied hand as well.
What is Thing?
Yes, player one. That's it.
1960 TV for 1600.
Player one. On August 29th, 1967, he finally caught up with the one-armed man.
Who is the fugitive?
Okay, player one.
Or Richard Kimball, yeah.
Right.
1960s TV for 2000.
Player one. In 1964, Mary Tyler Moore won her first Emmy as this new Rochelle housewife.
Who is Laura Petrie?
It's player one. You.
On the Dick Van Dyke Show. 400.
Player one. Let's show her a little RESPECT. She's the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Who is Aretha Franklin?
Yes, player one.
We'll go with 800.
Player one. Sarah will present this clue.
In 2007, Drew Gilpin Faust became the first female president in the 371-year history of this picturesque university.
Okay, player
What
one.
is Harvard?
That is correct.
1200.
You again. Registering as Kay Switzer in 1967, Catherine Switzer became the first woman to officially enter and run this race.
What is the marathon? The Boston Marathon?
Okay, player one.
1600.
Player one. Frances Perkins became the first woman cabinet member when FDR put her to work as secretary of this. Player one.
What is the Treasury? Oh well.
That's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. Labor.
Oh well. Last clue.
Here's the $2,000 clue. Wilma Mankiller was the first woman to serve as principal chief of this Southeast Native American tribe. Okay. Okay, player one,
What is Cherokee?
you are correct.
$110,000.
Sorry, player two. Looks like you will not be continuing on to Final Jeopardy. We're back. The category for Final Jeopardy today is geometry. So, what's your wager? And the last clue? It's an ellipse with an eccentricity of 0. What did you say?
Circle?
And that...
Oh, I put hyperbola. But I still win.
Did you come up with the correct response?
No, I'm going to drop all the way down to 20,000.
Sorry, that incorrect response will drop your score by...
90 grand. But I still win with $20,000. That's okay.
Congratulations, player one. You're the winner.
Alright. See you all for that next segment,
So
everyone.
long, everybody.